Clearly, it's the future.
That was interesting. I looked at an Apple image, an Apple logo, and I knew that the Apple logo was an apple with a piece bitten out of it, and so it was interesting feeling because they're not able to work with diagrams and visual material. And so I think all of this technology is just going to be a real game changer of what.
Yesterday, I was out here in the hallway on a tour, giving a tour to people about how to get around the conference, and I was trying to get them to understand how these hallways broke off from each other, and if I could have drawn it so they could have felt it would have been a lot better.
When I was first starting to lose my vision, I used to draw portraits, and I've kind of given it up recently because it's just been too hard to use a magnifier for it, but I think that might be a good way to do it, because then I can actually feel the actual pixels of it, or at least a good way to get back into it, because it's a more simple, straightforward version to get me used to it again, so then drawing should be easier.
Really like the way the actual dots feel. It's very, they're firm. You can't press down on these dots. It just seems like a really the kind of device that we really haven't had access to before. I think it's really cool.
As a web developer, I need to work with designers to understand how the page layout looks. Not in terms of color, but in terms of how big of an area or a real estate of the screen a product or a link or an element could be. So I think this would be very beneficial.
I have an 8-year-old son, and he's also blind, and we had a picture of a giraffe up here at one point, and I had mentioned at that point that I had never seen a giraffe before, and that same thing is going to happen to my son as well, and just having something where he could actually grow up with something that would help him understand what things look like visually that he will never see in person. People should be more excited about it. This is literacy.
And I think it's just it just offers somebody much more incentive to learn Braille because it opens up so many more possibilities than it used to.
Let's do this thing. Let's do it. Let's get excited about it. Let's go reading.